Hello YouTube. Well, there was substantial feedback and also views of another one of these that I recently did. I recently reviewed a Collective Minds FPS Strike Pack, and it was okay. I mean, I wouldn't say that it was absolutely amazing, but for 40 bucks, it was a decent scuff version. Now, the one thing I didn't like too much about the FPS Strike Pack is that the modifications didn't work. Part of the reason I bought it wasn't just for the paddles, but actually for the mods as well. And I was on Collective Minds website and I saw this pretty cool thing right here. And I haven't seen like a legitimate review on how this thing works. I think only because people are afraid to say that they use it to mod their controller. A lot of people basically just say, hey, look, you can use any controller on any console. And that's true, but this also does quite a lot more. This thing retails for about $64.99. I was able to get it on deal from GameStop for $39.99, which is actually completely worth it. And what it is, it's actually the CronusMax Plus. So effectively what this says is you can use any controller on any console. And the idea is that you're supposed to be able to use like a 360 controller on a PS4 or an Xbox One on a PS4, PS3 on a PS4. And you're like, well, why would I want to do that? Like that makes no sense to me. Some of the reasons you may want to do that is an Xbox 360 controller you can get for about $20, and you can use it on your PS4. Also, some people like the asymmetrical design of the Xbox controllers, you know, a thumb here and a thumb here, opposed to the PlayStation where your thumbs are actually together on it. So it's all just kind of personal preference. Another really cool thing you could do with this is you can use a keyboard. Some games that require precision aiming, like Overwatch and Call of Duty and stuff like that, you can actually get faster than you can and more precise with a mouse and a keyboard. So if you've ever wanted to try out a mouse and keyboard on a console game, this is a really cool thing to check out. So once again, it's on Amazon. They carry it in stores. I didn't want to wait for it. So let me tell you exactly what this thing is. Basically, it's this device right here. It is a USB stick that actually goes in between your controller and your PS3. And what it does is it modifies the signal that comes from your controller into your system. And that's how it allows it to use any controller at once, including keyboards, is because this little thing right here is actually the thing sending the signal, not what you're doing. Now, part of the problem with this that a lot of people say is you get lag. Okay, there's a millisecond or two lag between this and what you're actually pressing, and a lot of people wipe this thing off. They just recently did an update to CronusMax Plus, and that was the 16th of October, and now there's no more lag on this, so it's pretty cool. This will just be a little simple unboxing video, and kind of, you know, it tells you what it can do. You can remap controller buttons. You can, you know, do automated combo sequences, which is actually really cool. Basically, it stores a button sequence in this, and when you press one button on your controller, it'll do the entire button sequence perfectly timed. So for instance, let's say a move that everybody knows, you know, how to throw a fireball in Street Fighter 2. So, you know, it's a half circle and then your punch, right? So half circle, punch. And if you don't go half circle, punch perfectly, you won't throw it. So what you can do with this guy is you can actually half circle, punch, program it, and then all you have to do is press like Y, and the game will automatically do the half circle punch every single time perfectly. What's really cool about this is I actually use this at my brother-in-law's house on his Xbox One, and we were playing Gears of War, and it actually has perfectly timed active reloads. So you don't have to do anything. You just hit the reload button and it'll hit an active reload every time, which is really, really super cool. So let's go ahead and open this thing up here. This just kind of shows the box. I do want to give you a little thing though, if you're looking to get this for Xbox One down here. If you want to chat with Xbox One, it requires a second controller, which is absolute garbage. So once again, if you're getting this for Xbox One and you're like, cool, I'm going to mod my controller, in order for it to work so you can chat, you're going to have a second controller is what you're going to have to do. Now, this is updated. The CronusMax Plus includes a Bluetooth adapter for the PS4 and also a sound card for the PS4, because you used to have to do this same crap up here with the PS4, but no more. So let me show you what's in the box here. So I've already opened it. Like I said, I've used it, and it's really freaking cool. I'm going to get a gameplay demo of it, and I'm also going to show you what the interface looks like on your PC, because you do need a PC to use it. So in the box here, you have a warranty card and just a little brief instruction thing. Really, you're going to go to CronusMax website. It's through Collective Minds. It's the same people who make the Strike Pattern Pro, and you're really going to check that out. But what I can do is, if you subscribe to this, I can actually show you a video of how to do it, because it took me a little messing around with it to work. It seems like CronusMax, I don't know if they're located in the US or not, but it almost seems like when they write instructions, it was translated, because it doesn't, I don't know, maybe I'm just illiterate. Okay, so here's what's in the box. First of all, it's in this sealed thing here, which is, it's like vacuum sealed, so you had to cut it. And here's the CronusMax. The build quality on this thing is what you would expect probably from a memory stick. It has a positive button right there, and what this allows you to do is to save up to 9 different controller maps on this. And there's actually a little LED right here, you can kind of see it, that is color coded, and it also will allow you to switch through profiles. So for instance, let's say you only want to program this thing once. I know 1 and 2 are for Call of Duty, 3 is for Gears of War on the Xbox One, and we also mapped one to use a PS3 controller on a PS4, which is really cool. So the only other things that's on here is a PC program dock. That's where you actually hook it up to the computer. You don't plug it in, you actually hook it there. And then this is the input where you actually put the controller input. So that's the CronusMax there. What else is in here? This is your sound card for your PS4. So in order for you to chat through your PS4, you need to have this into the PS4 with your controller coming out of here, or the Bluetooth adapter. And then you need to have this into your second USB port. The reason why is that this actually acts as a sound card, which is pretty cool. Now you look at this and you go, awesome, so this is the sound card, but if this is 6 feet away from me by my PS4, I don't have a headset that long, how's it going to work? Well, they've actually thought of that. Included in here is a extension. It's a 3.5 to 3.5 male-female audio jack. So basically what you do is you plug this into your PS4, you plug your 3.5 millimeter jack into the sound card, which is a nice positive, stretch out this 4-foot wire, and then you actually plug your headphones into this bad boy right here. So you know, ultimately you are tied to your console, but it's a great way for the sound to still work, and it's their workaround, which is pretty neat. The other thing that comes in the box is this wire right here. This is a, what's really funny is this looks like this is just a standard, everyday, run-of-the-mill cord, right? You're like, oh, it's a mini USB or a micro USB. No, that is wrong. Collective Minds actually uses a proprietary wire here to go into this, and you're like, oh, why would they do that? I have no idea, absolutely no clue. And this is how you're actually going to plug it into your PC to program it. Now keep in mind, when it's hooked up to the PS4, this does not have to be into it. It's going to look just like that. No wires are going to be hanging off this whatsoever. And then the last thing they give you, which is really cool, is they give you a, look at this, gold plated, look at that, 4.0 Bluetooth. So what this is designed to do is this actually hooks into this, and what that does is that makes your connection with your Bluetooth work. So this is what you're going to use for any PS4 controllers, Bluetooth headphones, Bluetooth keyboard, Bluetooth mouse, everything will be routed through here. And like I said, there's no lag with this new update, which is super freaking awesome. Don't feel overwhelmed by this. If you buy this and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to work, I'll put up a video a little later showing you exactly how to do it. Do not be overwhelmed. It's actually really easy. I'm going to make another video here and basically show you how to program this thing. It won't be as long as this, but I do want to show it, and then eventually I'll probably make a third video with some gameplay. So once again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Most of you guys are interesting because you guys like my video game stuff, so it's kind of cool. I always tell everybody that I am a vintage video gamer. I grew up with Nintendo and Super Nintendo, so this kind of stuff is super cool for me. I mean, I never thought ever that I'd be able to make, or well, I'd be able to buy something like this that does what this does, which is super cool. And like I said, it was like 45 bucks, so completely worth it. Something I'm going to have hooked up to my system all the time. But like and subscribe, and I'm going to be making more videos about stuff that I use with my PS4 that just kind of make it a little different. Not necessarily give you a competitive edge, but will actually do some pretty cool things with your system. So thanks so much for everything, and I'll see you guys next video.